Why hello there, welcome back to Regen Rovers. Today it's episode 98 in the series. Getting towards that big 100, aren't we? I'm not entirely sure when that's going to be. It depends how many more episodes we have this season. It's either going to be the last episode of this season or the first episode of next season. It just depends. At the moment it kind of looks like we're going to be safe with hopefully a few games to spare, but it could all change, of course. We're currently in 17th place after 34 games. We're on 42 points. We've won 11, drawn 9, lost 14, minus 13 goal difference. Now we're 8 ahead of the relegation zone, and today we're taking on Sheffield Wednesday. If we lose this game, I fear we might get dragged in a bit because we've not had the best of times lately. If we win this game, I think our troubles should be over. But yeah, it's a challenge. Away from home, we've suffered. We haven't won an away league game since that win against Sunderland back then. Since you left me, we've drawn 0-0 against Palace at home. That's not a bad result at all. A playoff team. And we filled out the stadium, which is good. But then we lost the next game, which was away from home against West Brom. Didn't put in a good performance really at all. However, against QPR, I've changed things up. We've gone back to balanced. And while it worked, we were solid at home against QPR. Pearce, our centre-back, was actually man of the match, and Dix played very well alongside him. But the winning goal was actually from Wes Leona, who's come in for Patinama. We don't have Wes and Wayne on the wings anymore, unfortunately. But Wes is still there. It's still here. And it was a nice goal, counter-attack goal from their free kick. And Grant Hunt swung the ball in, and Wes Honor finished, took a touch, and then struck it home. And he's been better than Patinama lately. Patinama hasn't really stepped up to the Championship, but he's got that potential, hasn't he? Because he's young. He's 20. Oh, what's going on here? I need to sort this out. It's all over the place. He's confused, I think. He's really confused. But yeah, he's not lived up to his potential. He was at one point our highest earner. He certainly isn't anymore. Who is it's Mark Ball, then Ryan Curtis, then Howard Flanagan, and then Patinama. But he's certainly not our fourth best player at the moment, that's for sure. Anyway, shall we get on with today's episode? We've got 2 away games, Sheffield Wednesday and Fulham. Tough. Fulham second in the league, but Sheffield Wednesday, we have to win this game. We really do. Well, at least get a draw. I think if we get a draw, it keeps them 8 points below us, and that's all right. Oh, they've only half filled their stadium according to this. Teams just aren't particularly interested in us. Although when we took Spurs on, of course, we filled out the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And loads of away fans turned up. That is probably our biggest ever away attendance, which is magnificent, really. So we've made our way up the country to Sheffield to take on Sheffield Wednesday. When I was a child, I always liked the sound of Sheffield Wednesday. I thought it was a bit different to all the other clubs with, United or City or Town in their names. Sheffield Wednesday, just a bit different. And I think when I first got into football, when I became a West Ham fan, Sheffield Wednesday were in the Premier League at the time, and I think they kind of finished mid-table. Quite a good team. Of course, they've spent many years outside the Premier League now, and they're looking to make their way back up, although at the moment it looks like they might get relegated to League One, of course. Anyway, our team. I've made a change. Joey Curry's come into the back line because we've got injuries. I think Elliot Dix has picked up an injury. Lucas Long's picked up quite a bad injury. So we've got Pearce and Curry playing alongside each other, I think, for the first time. Blackman had an okay start to his Regen Rovers career, then dropped off a bit, but he got a clean sheet in the last match. Passmore has been... He had a good start to the season, dropped off. That's the story of our season, really. Flanagan's playing defensive midfield. Now, Stevenson is on the bench, but he is tired, I think. Yeah, he's fairly tired. So we're going with Flanagan in defence midfield, Perry Miles ahead, Tilly, Honor, Curtis and Ball. Now, the Sheffield Wednesday team, 10 players are regens. Their only real-life player is the ex-West Ham goalkeeper, Nathan Trott. Ex-West Ham on this game. He plays for West Ham in real life. He's got quite a bit of potential, actually, to be a decent goalkeeper. He's not really turned into an amazing goalkeeper on this game. But this is when he pulls off a blinder, isn't it? And stops absolutely everything. Well, let's see how we get on. We've not won away from home for a long old time. Can we do it today? Let's hope so. Balanced mentality. Team instructions. I don't think I've changed them. We've got... Well, I was playing slightly different line of engagements before. I've reverted to what we had working for us for quite a long time, really. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, just wide. Curled wide of Okoro's post. In all the problems we've had recently, I've not really doubted Okoro. He's done okay. Touch wood. Glenn Martin is ready and poised, though, to come on if need be. Now, a free kick to us. Where's on into the box, headed away. Ryan Curtis. Oh, it's Pearce of all people hitting the post. Really unlucky from Adam Pearce. Well, that was encouraging. Been fairly equal start to this game, but Sheffield Wednesday almost take the lead there. Will they this time? They will. Russell Mills smashes it home. And our away poor run continues. Corner to Sheffield Wednesday now. Cross deep. Oh no! Offside, fortunately, because Okoro dropped it. My touching of wood worked because it put them offside. Oh my. Maybe... Oh, it cannoned off it. I suppose he couldn't really do much about that. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh there. I don't think he dropped it necessarily. It just hit him. Come on, lads. Let's go attacking. Got to be done. Well, we didn't really do much, did we? Expect to see much better in the second half. We need to be getting at least a point against this team. Tempted to swap Perry Miles and Flanagan around. Perry Miles did actually score from the halfback role in the Hampshire Senior Cup against Eastleigh. Let's push the defensive line up. I'm going to bring on Grant Hunt for Tilly. It tends to work. He's a bit of a super sub, Grant Hunt. He causes problems as that attacking winger. Free kick, which Wes Honor will take again. Oh, it's interesting. It's to Pearce. Unusual. It should have really gone to an attacking player in that position, not Adam Pearce, who didn't really know what to do with the ball when he was in that position, unfortunately. And here's Mills looking for a second and fires it wide. I must say, Mark Ball and Curtis have completely switched off in the last few games. They're just not connecting. This is really annoying. Nothing is working away from home. It's Toby Brazil's coming on for Flanagan. Honor's going to push forward. In fact, we're going to bring Patanama on. Let's give him an opportunity to shine. Going to play two advanced forwards. We're going back to what used to work back in the day. How frustrating is it at the moment that we're just not doing anything? And look at this, like, switch on, lads, switch on. It's very they've got something called Constantini. That brings back memories, doesn't it? Here's Ali crossing it in. Oh, what a save by Okoro. I think it was straight at him, but still, he's gone up to a 7.1 as a result. We've got just over... Oh, bloody hell. What is that? Okoro saves our blushes again. Oh, we have been atrocious lately. Away from home, nothing is working. We're just being completely overawed. We're showing teams too much respect in their own stadiums. It's just disgraceful. But I hasten to add... We're expected to lose these games. I can't be too harsh on them. At the moment, we're still well above the relegation zone with, there's still a lot of games to go. We could be dragged into that quite easily, especially with this defeat. We're in trouble. We're just not playing well at the moment. Not happy. Okoro, if it wasn't for him, would have been worse. And Fulham in second up next. Oh dear. We've just lost our assistant manager again. Dan Howell has become manager of VCD Athletic in the Isthmian League Premier Division. So he's gone from being an assistant manager in the Championship to managing in, the seventh tier of English football, is that? Which, I don't know, I feel like, I applaud him for wanting to be a manager, but I kind of feel like it's a bit of a back step. Assistant manager in second tier to manager in the seventh tier. So we're going to have to find an assistant manager again. A big game then against a team looking to get promoted, Fulham. We've travelled over to West London to take them on. So heading into this massive game against Fulham, we're only 5 points above the relegation zone. We might be in for a big last episode of this championship season. I've changed the team again. We've had a few injury problems. We've had some suspensions. Howard Flanagan suspended for this match. Lucas Long and Cochrane are injured. Everyone else is back though. So this is the team that we're going to stick out. So this Fulham team are flying. How are we going to stop them? I don't know. But I'm going to do it. I'll give it my best shot. They've got some quality international players in this team, by the way. It's going to be really tough to stop them. I'm going to go defensive. I feel like that's what we have to do in this situation. I don't have an assistant yet. I need to look for an assistant, don't I? Yeah, we've gone defensive. We're hitting teams on the break, being more disciplined, seeing if that works. The dilemma with playing a deep-lying defensive unit is the long shots. We know how overpowered they are, particularly in the Championship now with better quality players, with better long shots. There's just so many shots flying in to the back of our net. But as soon as I push my defensive line up to normal, we start conceding clear-cut chances with players getting in round the back. It's such a dilemma. It's hard to know what's best. It's frustrating conceding so many long shots, though, that's for sure. And we just don't have the players to be able to score as many long shots as other teams do. We score the odd one, don't we? But certainly not as many as we're conceding. And here come Fulham early on. This is going to be a long shot. There we go. Onto the crossbar and cleared by Pearce. We need to defend for our lives today. It'd be nice to get a goal as well, wouldn't it? You've not seen enough goals lately. When was the last time we saw Mark Ball score? Who scored in the last episode against Birmingham? That wasn't Mark Ball, was it? I can't even remember. As Tetty heads that wide for Fulham. Oh no, it's an endless barrage. Oh, and it's not helped when penalties from... How many penalties have we conceded from corners? Just stupid little pushes. This time pass more, apparently. Okoro, be a hero. Come on, Okoro. McDonald steps up 1-0. Now, Okoro hasn't scored this season. This would be the first full season that he hasn't scored in, if he fails to score in the last few games, because we've just not had penalties. We've not had any penalty. Well, did we have one and Agu missed it in... was it the Hampshire Senior Cup or something? But Okoro's not been on the pitch for a penalty. We just don't... We're not attacking as much. I suppose that's the issue. We're just... It's a tough old league, the Championship. We're being found out. We've done well to get where we are, 5 points above that relegation zone. But now it's really starting to... So we've had a few suspensions, we've had a few injuries, we've just not had a consistent side. We're struggling to find something tactically that really works. It's another bloody penalty. This doesn't help. You know, we're conceding goals from penalties today. It's not even open play that is our problem. 13 minutes in, McDonald's to make it 2, and he does from the penalty spot again. Frustrating. Just one of those days. 2 episodes in a row where we just haven't turned up. And, yeah, mistakes at the back today. Here goes Tilly. And our long ball play, it's just not coming off. I don't know if teams have decided to play deeper defensive lines to prevent us hitting it over the top. But, oh no. 3. We're falling apart. We are absolutely falling apart. Maybe I'll go balanced or something. Oh, I'm going to push the defensive line up. It's just not happening for us today, guys. I'm sorry. It's depressing. It really is. We're only halfway through the first half. We're 3-0 down. 2 penalties, and then I suppose it was a little bit of a cock-up from our defence, and Okoro communication there, I suppose, was the issue. Okoro batters it up the pitch. I've instructed him to knock it long, but it's not working, is it? Here's Tilly, though. Come on, pass. The passing, it's why I don't do short passing. Here's Mark Ball, though. Mark Ball's through. Oh, a clear-cut chance. We have to take these opportunities because there's so little. There's so few chances at the moment for us. I'm actually gonna get him to distribute to the fullbacks, and then we'll knock it long. Oh no, not a 4th before half time. Oh, great save that time from Okoro. Well, we haven't helped ourselves today by conceding 2 penalties. We're going to do this move again. Grant Hunt on for Tilly. But yeah, this game's all over. I think we're probably going to have 2 more episodes for this season, because if we'd managed to pick up points today, then I think it would have been comfortable. I could have just played through to the end of the season. It would have been a nice easy end. But it looks like it's going to go down to the wire for us, because we have just fallen apart. We can't seem to find a formula that works. We can't get a consistent team. Why is Dick's head in that? Bring it down. You have so much time. Why are you doing that, Dix? You complete dick. And Chak Vedadazvi, whatever his name is, the Georgian scores to make it 4. Maybe, just maybe, I need to completely change the tactic for the first time in a couple seasons. Or I just have to accept we're going to lose games. We might be able, we've picked up the odd points. We've got to scrape the win against QPR and just pray and hope that we will get enough points to get over that line. Oh, fight. Oh, my bloody days. This is just ridiculous. Assini's coming on for Passmore, who's had a mare. Parimal's coming on for Stevenson. It's to be expected against a top championship team, let's just be honest. Yeah, maybe missing my assistant as well today. Here's Wes Honour. A consolation goal would be nice, wouldn't it? It's going to be the 4th defeat you see in a row. Oh, if that had gone in. If that had gone in, the computer would have been out the window. Lads, come on. Blackman chucks it into the box, looking for Curtis. Here's Wes Honour. Wes Honour. Right, Mark Bull. Yes! Toby Brazil gets a goal. A consolation goal. Something to shout about. The Regen Rovers Ultras enjoyed that one. You know, they're loyal. We're 5-0 down, but they still celebrate goals like this. Mark Bull had the shot, deflected off a couple players, and then Brazil stroked it home. I'm sure there'll be loads of you saying you should do this, Paul, you should do that, Paul. Keep the faith. You know, I got us promoted twice in a row, and I can work something out. Maybe I've been doing something a bit stupid tactically lately. Oh, Curtis, nope, can't get on the end of that. We've had a few shots in this second half. Here's more for Fulham, cutting inside. Not 6. Have we ever conceded 6 in a competitive game? I can't remember. We've played a lot of football, of course. Well, this might be 6. It looks like it will be. It is. 6-1 to Fulham. It's not good viewing. We've just been sliced apart. And it looks like it's going to be more here. No, and it is more. Oh, dear God. I know some of you quite enjoy it when I struggle and when I get thrashed. It's quite amusing, I suppose, but bloody depressing. Mark Bull's had a dreadful game as well, by the looks of it. We've just not turned up. We've gone to London and we've been mutilated by this Fulham team. And all I can do is apologise to the fans. All the players can do is apologise to the fans. Well, there we go. We've been shown what the championship is really all about. Where are we in the table then after that one? Well, that really was a human... Bloody hell! That is a complete cheek. Where's Honour? Where's Honour's agents asking for a new contract after a 7-1 defeat? You are joking. Walking away from that, that is just an absolute insult. Now, it's nothing against Wes Honour in particular. It's just quite simply, after losing 7-1, you don't go to your manager and ask for a new contract. Right, we're 17th in the table. We're still 5 points above the relegation zone, but Sunderland do have a game in hand, so that could all change. We might only be 3 points above the relegation zone after that if they win. Because Derby would drop in. Oh, we're in a bad run of games, aren't we? Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Look, 4 conceded against Spurs. That's to be expected. I mean, go back to Leeds. 3 against Leeds. 3 against Regen Rovers. We did win though. 4 against Spurs. 4 against Birmingham. 2 against West Brom. We had a couple clean sheets in there. We only 1 against Sheffield Wednesday. But we should have been getting points there, shouldn't we? Against the team currently in the relegation zone at that time. 7-1! I think it's our worst defeat. I'm going to have a look at the club records, actually, out of curiosity. Yep, our biggest ever defeat. 7-1 against Fulham. Our biggest ever win was against Kings Langley. We can't see it these days. It was too long ago. But yeah, that is not a good thing, is it? In fact, we did concede 7 before against Mansfield in the National League. I forgot about that, but we did score 3, so it wasn't quite as bad. Oh, we need to... Oh, I need to change something. I think we need to reset. I think I need to change something. I don't know what. I don't know. I will think of something. I need to get a new assistant in as well. But let's just... We're writing off the last 2 episodes. They're erased from my memory. Erase them from your memory, please. The next episode... Let me click on schedule. It's not my day. The next episode is going to... Oh, big ones. Hull City and Swansea. The 2 teams at the bottom. We have to beat them. They look like they're both down. We're going to show that episode. We just have to beat them. And then the last episode, which will be episode 100 in the series. Let's hope it's not a negative episode 100. We do not want to get relegated in episode 100. That would be awful, wouldn't it? But there's some massive games coming up. Forget about the Hampshire Senior Cup. We keep getting beaten by Aldershot, but I don't care about that. We need to get results in the league desperately. But we'll end it there. Thank you for watching today's episode. It was miserable. I know, absolutely miserable. But until next time, enjoy FM19 and try and enjoy the rest of your day. I will try as well. See you very soon.